Hey everybody, what is going on? Serial Overdrive here, and today we're going to be going over the latest and greatest Rust console dev blog, otherwise known as Rust console dev blog number 19. This dev blog has all the information you want to know about horses and when they're going to be released. It includes some details on some things that will be released along with horses, like monument updates, new monuments, and some not so furry underwater friends. And finally, we're going to wrap it up with some community servers news. But before we get into it, I've got to ask you for a favor. If you could please hit the subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it, especially if you hit like and you just monitor the channel every now and then. The reason I'm asking is I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. I've been doing YouTube for 11 years and we're getting close to that goal. We're at 44,000 subscribers, which to some of you might not seem like a lot, but if you've ever tried YouTube, you know that's a huge accomplishment, a huge achievement, which I'm extremely proud of. But 100,000 would be awesome because I just have that plaque to say I did a thing. And in return for all of this help that everybody's given me up until now and hopefully into the future, I'm going to do two things in this video. I'm going to try to keep it under 8 minutes so you don't get any mid-rolls, and I'm not going to put any junk sponsors in there. No gambling sponsors, especially because a lot of them do rip you off and run away with your skins and your hard-earned money. So now that I've said that, let's get into devblog number 19. So to sum up this devblog, it mainly covers Horsepocalypse and the horse update that's coming to the console edition of Rust. It's not coming out this way, no duh. If you download and play the game, you know, no horses. So no Horsepocalypse update. But they're hoping that they're going to have it out on the 31st of August. Recently, when D11 gives you a date, that's actually the date that they hit, so this is pretty reliable, I'd say. They said this time around there were some issues. They're trying to fix them. They fixed a lot of the crashing issues with horses, but not all of them. Personally, one issue that I keep running into is if my horse goes faster than 40-something kilometers per hour, I start to run into a lot of lag and loading issues. So yeah, the dev team's trying to fix those. They're working as hard as they can, and that's pretty much the majority of their time, because they said that horses is the most advanced thing that they ported over from the Steam version of Rust to the console version of Rust, which basically means they haven't had time to do any other stuff, but they did do a few extra things. He tried to claim extra credit by saying they introduced 2 new monuments, but those monuments would be Ranch and the Large Barn. These would be related to horses, and horses really wouldn't be the system that we'd expect it to be if they didn't add these monuments in. They could just add rideable horses though, so credit to them for adding those monuments. One thing that they did mention, but you really don't get much press around, is that there's been a visual upgrade to some additional monuments. So if you go to Satellite Dish, you're going to notice that it's completely different from the way that Satellite Dish used to be before. So what they've done is they've taken a lot of the monument updates that are on the Steam version of Rust and ported those over to the console. This is pretty cool to see because it means that we're slowly catching up to PC, at least when it comes to monuments and things like that. And for people like me, this is actually exceptionally exciting because it means I can make a satellite guide that goes over how to run the monument, and it'll be viable for both the PC and console version of Rust. I'm trying to appeal to both audiences. Hopefully I'm doing a good job of that. Now, moving into some other stuff that they're going to be adding, they said that they are going to add farmable road signs to the game. And one thing that they didn't mention, but they did add, is sharks. So if you're out for a swim, you got to watch out because Jaws might be behind you. But yeah, for those of you who play on the public test branch, you know the sharks have been added to the game, although there's been no mention of it yet. Also, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know I had a leak a while back that said horses and sharks were going to release at the same time. If you remember that, I sort of came back. I said, sorry, I don't know if the source was right. Turns out the source was right, but the update was delayed. So shout out to them. Now, moving on, we've got the summer sale that they talked about, which is basically Rust is on sale right now. Also, if you're looking to get Rust coin packs, you can get those for a discount right now. It's a 25% discount. So if you're looking to get some coins to spend on skins later, this is the time to do it. And to keep things moving, we're going to jump over to community servers. The thing that really stood out to me with this bit of the update was that they said they're working with new partners for the community servers. I'm not exactly sure what this means about their old partners, but it seems like they've signed up some new partners to host community servers. This is probably a good thing. This probably means we're going to have more options, and hopefully this means we're going to be able to get some cheaper community servers. But they also mentioned that they don't have a release date in mind, although they still think that they're on track to release community servers this year. Reading a bit into this, it seems like they're a little bit more hesitant to say a date. It seems like they're a little bit more hesitant to say we're definitely going to release it this year. So I think there might be a chance that community servers get delayed again. Me personally, I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. And for those of you that are double D'd, make sure you cross those too. Anyways, make sure you subscribe, like, and tell your parents you love them. Until next time, peace.